veil. When the system's unmasked, it's just another pyramid scheme, a government racket. Combined with the power of Charles Jurassic, gnashing T-Rex with covert tactics. Rise from the ashes to back the atlas. Bring the madness. City Hall. Realize they listen whenever you make a call. If you want a revolution, I really give it to y'all. Strength is the army that bands against bands of dead presidents, determining life of mankind. The cancerous, how we breathe, vapors, creep, got us blinking in the streets like cheap paper. There's a pyramid of power with eyes that can see it all. Cameras to capture your image at City Hall. Realize they listen whenever you make a call. If you want a revolution, I really give it to y'all. Strength is the army that bands against bands of dead presidents, determining life of mankind. The cancerous, how we breathe, vapors, creep, got us blinking in the streets like cheap paper. Assemble the masses, melt the plastic, compound, realign when the shit gets drastic. Lift the veil when the system's unmasked. It's just another pyramid scheme, a government racket. Combined with the power of Charles Jurassic, gnashing T-Rex with covert tactics. Rise from the ashes to back the atlas. Bring the madness. Capture your image at City Hall. Realize they listen whenever you make a call. If you want a revolution, I really give it to y'all. Strength is the army that bands against bands of dead presidents, determining life of mankind. The cancerous, how we breathe, vapors, creep, got us blinking in the streets like cheap paper.
Good morning, all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a lovely day outside, isn't it? It's very frosty. So I think it's like our first... Well, it's probably not our first, but one of our... Oh my god, what's going on there? One of our first frosty mornings. It's... the weather is turning, boys. Looks quite nice, though. The sun is out. Hopefully, it'll stay dry today. I really need to get a cut on the lawn. I'm going to have to do it in like 4 passes, I think. I've got some like crazy tufts out there. Right, so what's the plan? Oh yeah, I've got myself all my fancy new gear. Look, I finally went back to Horizon because I was so gutted. I was really pissed about losing my P4 yesterday, man. I've had that P4 for so long now, dude. It's like every patch, I get a lovely little P4, don't I? I'm gonna have problems. Oh, hang on, have we got no game sound? Hang on. I might have not turned... I think the What's It's had an update, hasn't it? The Meta Quest. Which for some reason... It likes to pretend it's my default sound for some reason. I also didn't send my tweet out, did I? So... Should work now. There we go. Lovely jubbly, boys. Lovely jubbly. It's a little bit better, isn't it? Yeah, so let's have a look. So yeah, look. I've got... That's my P6. Which is that kind of like grey and dark grey. And I've got a matching... Can't really see in this light. But I've got a matching P4 now, look. which I'm quite chuffed about actually. It's the first time I've really paid any attention to that. And I also got my dark Omni tool. It's like a black and sort of red one. But yeah, look, that's the P6. So like dark grey, sort of grey look. And then my P4 is basically the same. It's got like a dark grey bottom and a light grey top, which I thought was quite cool. Quite like it. So that's like my default loadout now. That's kind of like me for the time being. And they're both suppressed. And I also put an E205 or whatever it is laser sight on my P4. So now all I've got to do is hope to God it doesn't get lobbed out again, man. I don't understand what's causing it. We know there's a cheat exploit, don't we? Whereby you can get other players' weapons, even though you shouldn't be able to, by knocking them out. Because when you knock a character out, their weapon, if it's in their hand, goes flying out, doesn't it? So people have been abusing that in the contested zones, haven't they, to get other people's weapons off them with all the fancy attachments. So it's got to be tied to that somehow, isn't it? I'm not getting meleeed by NPCs though, but it's got to be something similar causing the same effect, hasn't it? I guess. And it seems to be when you're switching out the med gun. That seems to be where it happens for me. It's when I quickly switch to med gun, heal, and then switch back to my main weapon. It's just like my main weapon just like gets ejected from my character, dude. Morning Festa, how are you? Morning Alison, morning Alarian, morning Shades on both channel Shades, how are you? So computer's alright in Shades. I don't think there's anything to worry about with that then, mate, by the way. I think that's fine. I think that's just a normal smell, to be honest, mate. A lot of people describe it as new car smell. Morning Buck. How you doing? What are you playing these days? Are you still playing June, Buck, or? I can't remember how many days I've got left on that. I had quite a while, didn't I? About 19 days. Don't look like it's going anywhere though, does it, Buck? It's like, even if they do new content, is it going to be enough? I mean, you know, a bit too early to tell, but the numbers ain't looking good for them at the moment, are they? Right, let's go up there. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? I mean, let's hope they get a nice big chunk. I think it'll suffer the same fate as New World. It'll just take a while, won't it, for there to be enough content to make it kind of feel like now's the time to go back, you know? Backpack, yeah. So if I grab Paramed refill, I'll just quick buy one of those. Transaction complete, lovely jubbly. So that's basically that is my new loadout. A couple of those down there. Oh, I should probably take some med pens. Probably should always keep a couple of spare med pens. Still got things to do. Like what? Like seriously, what have you actually still got to do, dude?
Chat. Grum coffee, grum high.
I just don't see how you can still have things to do, dude. I'm going to be dead serious with you, mate. I mean, you've got hundreds, thousands of hours in it now. Like, what the fuck are you still doing in G? I mean, is it not just a case of you just enjoy being on Arrakis? Because you can't actually have anything meaningful still to do in that game, dude. I mean, the main game can be done in, like, probably about 60 odd hours, right? We'll still have, we'll have to see nothing yet, but it's normal that the fans never seem to run. Well, it depends. Depends on what you mean by which fans, to be fair. Like, for example, some power supply units are deliberately designed not to need the fans on. The fans only kick on at certain sort of like thermal thresholds. Like they literally just have like deliberately designed quiet, passive cooling. I owned one. Other fans, I suppose it depends, dude. You're not seeing the GPU go higher than 69. Well, that's good, but also not good, to be honest. Because it makes me wonder if your GPU's not... That's not right, to be honest. I mean, because you haven't got, like, crazy cooling, have you? I mean, the GPU normally gets a little hotter than that, I would have thought. It probably means it's never been fully pushed. You know what I mean? Which makes me think you're not getting... that you've got a bottleneck or something somewhere. That seems weird, to be fair. The cabinet fans. Your cabinet fans are not working. Well, that's a major problem. That's a major problem. Are your cabinet fans not spinning? That's a huge problem then. Have you seen this? A 15% reduction is very good. I nearly clicked that, man. I nearly went to another tab to click that. Yeah, exactly. You just like been in the gym world. So you haven't actually got anything still to do. You're just lying, yeah? You just like being in the world. Yeah, well, that's fair. That's fair. I like it as well. I like it when I go back. Have you seen this? A 15% reduction? No. Because I've seen that. I can literally see kitten. I can literally see kitten. So no, I'm not clicking it. You're right, David. How are you, bro? Yeah, my P4 is lovely. I like it. There's apparently... Is that it there? Apparently there's a... Oh, no, that's that new weird one, isn't it? There's something called the Gallant, which I might like, apparently. One of my friends was telling me. There's a... I can't remember where he said you get it. But apparently the Gallant is sort of like an assault rifle as well. I found my P8. Oh, my God. Oh, God, that was a long night. What was I going to say? Yeah, I found my P8, dude. My P8's back at Ryson. I never lost it. It was there. Right, let's get the Cody Black out. Let's have a look.
Welcome to the
So, have your case fans never turned on then, Shades? Like, if they, or do they turn on intermittently? Let's have a look. I mean, obviously, some people might have their case set up to not have the fans running, obviously at max. But if your case fans are not coming on, then that is not right, mate. 100% that is not right. Not for a pre-built that isn't going to have some crazy custom fan profile. Let's put it that way. It's the Drake, isn't it? The Drake Cutty Black. Right, let's pull her out. Now, I wonder if she'll still have the rock on board. There is the big question, right? I've not seen them run yet, but it is so dark in there. Alright, I'm not carrying on. I can't handle it. Who is this? That is some hair, that is, man. That's actually really good. That hair looks amazing. That's probably some of the best hair I've seen in a video game, actually. Also, don't get what Killer just linked. Absolutely no reason for it whatsoever, given modern day BIOS and UEFIs, man. Totally unnecessary. Just more shit to add to your computers for more bloat. Completely unnecessary in a modern day PC. That's you, Stock. You actually look really good, dude. That is probably the best I've seen yet, dude. And to be fair, Alarian looks good. Trey looks pretty cool as well. It's even got like a little bit of sway to it as you move around, doesn't it, dude? Even like the face, man. Oh, did you move? Yeah, even the face. The beard's lovely. You know, the way you can actually still see it, like you can in like people that have shit beards. Not that this is a shit beard, but you can still see it, can't you? It's not just a fake superimposed lump of dark matted hair, man. It's actually really well done, those dude. How you getting on with it, Starkey? Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah, man. To be honest, I'm not even sure I've even seen that haircut. Look at that. You just want to rub your fingers through it, Starkey. Oh God, I need more coffee, man. I desperately need more coffee. Are you doing anything today, Starkey? Let us know if you want a hand doing anything, bro. Just shout out, man. Because at the moment, I'm sort of like waiting for the next part of the quest to come out. I might have to start doing contesting zones. I really want to see what these Tau plus Scorched modules are for my P4 and things. Apparently, they turn it into quite, you know, like a really accurate weapon. And it's also got, and the real reason I want it, I actually want the compensate, the tweak compensator obviously is what turns it into like a really accurate one, but the Tau plus Scorched 2 to 4 times zoom, I really like being able to go from 2 to 4, because the P4 is great like this. It's perfect, but if I could tap my button to go, I'm gonna have to take this plaster off, man. Well, it's not a plaster, it's a piece of tissue paper wrapped with some duct tape. I took a massive fucking wedge of flesh out of my, what is it? So left hand, not the thumb, the second finger in, whatever that's called. It's like, it's down almost, well, I say it's down to the bone. It is down to the bone. There's no fucking doubt about it. It's down to the fucking bone. So I got some toilet roll and wrapped it around it, because that's all I'd got access to at the time, and then stuck a bit of duct tape around it. But I'm gonna have to take it off because I can't press my under paddle. But yeah, this see this, I think is an 8 times, and I tried changing it out. I mean, it's super accurate. Look, I mean, there is no doubt. You know, if I want to do that, or like that sign up there, look, and then back again. You know, she's very accurate, dude. I also seem to be able to hold my breath for quite a long time. I'm just going to keep holding it. How long does it take before? See his heartbeat going up, look. 168, 178. Oh, there we go. It's just oh, was that me, or was that the guy? That was interesting. Is that what they? No, that's not the pointy finger. No, the second one in, dude. Not pointy finger. The one next to the pointy finger. Is that the wedding one? I don't know. I'm not married. I ain't got a ring on. Head tech is the best I've seen it. It's your character looks really good, Larian. Your character does look really good. But that is, you know, to see just as the hair. I'm not saying like necessarily the character itself looks better, but to see the hair like that, it is very impressive. We've been quite harsh on the character creator, haven't we? But over the years. But I think it's like, I know for me, it's because I'd never spent any time with it. It didn't feel particularly intuitive. And then that one day, I just had a fanny about with it. And I didn't realise you can go back in and change your character at any time. So I'd like to actually, you know, I might even do a stream, just have him play with it, see what's possible. Just make like another male and female character, just see like what it's like. I was thinking about the game yesterday when I wasn't playing it. It was like, fucking hell, dude. Of all the games, man, there's just nothing else out there at the minute, bro. It all feels like it just feels like I've seen it all. I'm playing games for the sake of playing games if I play something else at the minute, dude. And yet when I think about Star Citizen and all the problems, I think, you know what, just getting in, a bit like I was saying to you, Bob, about Arrakis, dude. Sometimes it's just enough being in the game, innit, dude? You don't really, yeah, you know, you've got things to do, you know, power your base up, you know, get some more ores, you know, whatever, you know, just collect-a-thon. It's just nice being there, right, dude? There's something about some worlds that you just enjoy. Skyrim was another one. I've never completed Skyrim. I didn't give a shit about the questing, to be honest. As long as I could, like, point my character in a direction and head out, I was happy, dude. You know? Some worlds are just like that, aren't they? Whip that hair back and forth. Oh, we should have. Look, if you want to do anything, Stark, don't hesitate to ask for it. You alright, Camps? How are you, mate? How's things, dude? How you feeling? I've definitely got an echo. Hang on, let me check something. Oh, yeah, I have. Now, why is that? Why's my computer been on? That's weird. That's kind of weird. Alright, let's go. Right, we're going to head down to Daymar. We're going to give this one more go. And not listen to all the fucking bullshit we've been listening to from fucking Copium members. Let's go see if we can actually find some freaking nodes down there. And then we're going to put a line in the sand and say, yeah, they fucked it. I don't know where to go to. We'll start off at a static point. So I think what we'll do, we'll head to Daymar. We'll go to like a particular point. And then we'll just head away from it. We'll do that a couple of times this week. Just to see if, you know, they have fucked up the rock sort of density. Yeah, for those that sleep, they got an extra hour in bed today, didn't they? There's something wrong with my coffee. I didn't put a new pod in it. I'm gonna have to go and get a coffee, guys. Right, I can tell this is a second cup from one pod, and it's disgusting. Shubin. Well, let's do SCD-1. Just so we've got a point of reference, yeah. Because this used to be guaranteed, man. Like, if we don't find rocks pretty soon from heading out from this, then we know that it's wrong. People trying to tell us that it's exactly the same, we're just talking out their ass. You're right, Raz. How are you, man? Rub some dirt in it. Well, to be honest, mate, it's a really weird cut, actually. Because it's like it's gone in at an angle. And then rather unfortunately, in order to get my finger back out of what caused it, I pulled it out and it left like a really nice chunk of flesh on something that really didn't want a piece of flesh on it, to be honest, mate. And it is, you can actually see the bone if I sort of like, let's have a look. Probably shouldn't do that, actually. You fucker. Yeah, it's pretty deep, actually, mate. Well, it can't go any deeper. I think it's probably nicked the, probably just nicked the bone. It was one of those ones where you sort of like, oh shit, and like you shove it in your gob, and like a proper gob full of blood, man. Nasty, dude. So I think it's a little too. It's gonna heal look weird. I might have to have it looked at because it might need to be packed. But if it's still like, I'll just pop a blob of super glue on it later. Right, where are we? Let's go and have a look. Security post Thackeray. I'd really rather not have been here at night time. But what's that? So we're 4 clicks up. Let's head down. See that's a nice mountain range over there, right? Let's get the lights on and let's see. Let's wait for the reflection. Coming in a bit hot. I reckon about 100 meters per second for the cable. It's going to give us plenty of time to slam the brakes on, isn't it? Is the start of this game guided? Right, there is a tutorial in the game. Seriously, dude. When it pops up the question, do you want to do the tutorial or not, yeah? Do not, I repeat, do not do the tutorial, dude. Not only will it teach you absolutely fuck all, there is a major series of problems with it, which will actually put you off playing the game, dude. There's like 3 critical fail states in the primary tutorial that you won't understand as a new player why it's not working, and you will end up quite potentially and quite likely, to be fair, in like a fail state loop, dude. Don't touch it, bro. Just do not touch it with a barge pole, mate. It's not ready. It's clearly something that will be instanced in the future, no doubt, to give you like a proper tutorial. Right now, it will actually hinder your enjoyment and understanding of the game, dude. Unless you happen to be one of the extremely few players who are lucky enough for it to work first time. The chances of that happening, the chances of me playing the next 7 hours without a single bug happening, dude. You'd be far better off just playing it. There's a setting which will be on by default. You know, it's in the bottom right hand corner of my screen. There's like no button prompts, you know, telling me how to open a door, things like that. That's on by default, dude. So you can turn it off later on. Like, I can't remember what they call it, like tooltip help or something like that, yeah. That'll serve as a way better introduction to the game than anything the tutorial's going to show you, bro. It really is. It's not that it's a bad tutorial. It's just like so many things in Star Citizen, it doesn't work. It just does not work, dude. Things. Think of it as a mission. Missions typically in most games have, you know, what they call the trigger points. Well, the tutorial is nothing but a series of trigger points. There's one thing this game doesn't do well, is recognizing and progressing once trigger points are activated, dude. It really is just like, don't go there, bro. and it's like I said, the problem is it's not that it doesn't work, dude. It's just that it will actually make you like question your sanity like, even more than normal. Is that looks like hand minables, doesn't it? Is that hand minables? They're way too tightly packed to be anything other than hand minables, right? Or are they? I don't know, actually. You know what, mate? I don't know, bro. I'm not convinced they are hand minables. Let's get out and have a ganders, bro. You'll love this game, Raz. I think anyone will love the game if they give it a go. I think if you're the kind of person that isn't into boring ass shit, Twitch clickbait fucking trash tier gaming, dude. I think you'll quite enjoy it, bro. There is nothing like it, Raz. There is nothing like it, mate. Yeah, might work, might not. Yeah, exactly, killer, yeah. And the last thing you need is a tutorial that doesn't work and literally won't let you progress into the rest of the game. What's your favourite ship? I can't answer that, dude, honestly. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I just can't answer what my favourite ship is, dude, because it just depends on what I'm doing, dude. Do you know what I mean? I don't even really have a daily runner. These are not hand-mineable rocks. Nice. Good stuff. I've never seen those before. These are brown. Other than near death, oh, actually, it's not near death, but it's in a place that's it should be all right because it's off the knuckle. I mean, if it had been on the knuckle, I'll tell you what, if it had been another like 10 mil the other way, it'd been on the knuckle, that would have been a real problem, bro. Yeah, it's just a massive gouge down to the bone, dude. Almost looks like someone's taking an angled apple core to my finger, dude. Morning, Calgo. How are you, bro? How's things? Yeah, I don't really have a favourite, Davey, because like I said, you know, I think if it was like Elite Dangerous, I could have a favourite, because they're all basically the same, just different sizes and do the same thing, really. But, you know, like in this, like, there's so many ships that are unique. So, you know, it kind of just depends, dude, you know. It really does depend what I want to do, bro. That's what I like about the game. You know, every ship, unlike Elite, every ship in this game has got an identity. Be it good, be it bad, but be it quirky, be it just fun. You know, so some ships are just fun. You know, they might be really bad at what they actually do, but they just like really fun. You know what I mean? So I don't really have like a favourite, bro. I've got lots of ships I really like. I've got lots of ships I love but don't use or don't own. Mainly because their gameplay loop isn't in the game. So again, there's some like really good ships, but they don't really have their gameplay loop ready. Does that make sense? You know, there's all sorts of glycosite. I don't even know what glycosite is, to be honest. So sorry, Starkey. When you engage in ship-to-ship combat, you have the reticle predict move. The PIP, the projected impact point, and aligns the guns to fire ahead to account for velocity and movement. Do you know what the setting is? I don't have that at all. Okay. Would you have a helmet on for a start? Because I think some helmets are required to have that augmented reality display. It should be on by default. There is a way. You've got to remember there are variants on PIP, so you will be wanting. Don't ever just like listen to people that tell you to just use PIP lag or PIP lead. They just literally don't know what they're talking about. You should be using PIP lag in some situations and PIP lead in some situations. It's not a one or the other. You use the appropriate one. But you can. There is a setting. I don't think PIP lag, PIP lead toggle is on by default. But if you go into your MFD, you can turn on and off some of this, which means there's probably a hotkey for it as well. I'm sure I've seen it. Now that's interesting. Enable proximity assist is off. Huh. What's that? I don't know what that actually is. Is it gunnery? Here, look. You might have one of these off or on accidentally. So enable individual pips. That's like if you've got like 2 different velocities on your... Have a just check it there, see if you've not accidentally turned something off. I'm sure precision lines has never worked for years, man. I'm like 100% certain that doesn't work properly. Lag pips is what I was talking about. Fade pips shouldn't be on either. But I'm genuinely thinking, if this stuff doesn't work, you have to use the hotkeys for it, bro, to be honest. Magnify symbology. Enabled staggered firing. I didn't actually know that was their manual. In fact, let me just check something, because I've actually got a hotkey for stagger. Let me just try it. See if that did anything. Oh, no, it didn't work. So I don't think half this stuff works, to be honest, man. Yeah, I don't know, dude. But yeah, so you're talking about... I'm in scan mode, aren't I? So you're talking about, like... Well, until I've got a target, I can't really show you, can I? I suppose if I was to come up and target my rock and just remember not to actually shoot it, we could probably show you something, couldn't we? So if I do that, yeah... I move away. So you can see I've got a red projected impact point there, yeah? Are you saying you're not seeing that? Or... Can you have a pink ship? You can. Just please don't ever come near me. Especially if I'm in a gunship. Yeah, especially not wearing a Hello Kitty. Yes, I do not have that at all. Right. Do you have a helmet on? Let me just test something. Let's take my helmet off, because I'm sure some helmets are required for some of the heads-up display elements, aren't they? Let's just see if it's something weird like that. No, I've still got, so it's not a helmet thing. I don't know then, dude. I actually do not know, bro. Anyone got any idea why you would not be getting a pip? What else do we see down here? Oh, is that? Oh, hang on. No, enable auto slow. Hang on. What's that, Kelgar? Enable proximity assist. That. Oh, is that different to enable auto slowdown for landing gear then? I don't know, dude. Show lag pips. That's what I'm on about. Pip lag versus pip lead. Fade pips. Oh, right. Why would it be fading the pips on that then? Enable individual pips. Magnify symbology. Staggered firing, obviously not. I don't know then, dude. What's that? A bad idea that Grum. Fuck off, Kelgar. How's Mrs. Kelgar getting on, mate? She alright? There used to be a bug where your account got bugged so you couldn't see pips at all. What, really? I know I used to lose, it's not, you've not like played about with gimbals as well. I know like gimbals obviously can change things, look. But to have no projected impact point, that I'm not sure about, bro. I'm genuinely not at all sure. Why you wouldn't be getting that? It's not helmet. It doesn't seem to be anything that's easily toggleable, does it? Yeah, I don't know, bro. I just can't think. And I assume you've turned it on and off again, and the obvious things, yeah, and you've maybe tried another ship, or... There's probably some, like, really obscure pip hotkey, maybe, that you've accidentally hit, but... To be honest, I'm pretty sure I would have done that by now, and I don't think I ever have, so... I don't know, dude. We'll have to keep asking about that one, if you can't figure it out. Yeah, I don't think that's a bug, Alarian. I genuinely don't, because I remember when I had it, and I'm sure we found a solution for why my pip wasn't shown, but mine wasn't so much the pip, it was the difference in crosshair from gimbals, wasn't it? But I think I still had the pip, dude. I bet, I know, oh no, that's a separate keybind with insert, isn't it? Because insert's not bound by default, is it? It's actually one of the free keys. I don't know, dude. What's glycosite worth? Is it as good as Beridon? Is it worse? If it's like Alarian and Darth are saying, and it's actually a bug, then obviously I don't know, then, dude. Have you only ever tried it in like one ship? I mean, like, you know, obvious things like you have actually got weapons power. You know what I mean? Like P, you're not like accidentally tap P to weapons off, and maybe that doesn't bring it up. I'm just trying to think of like really obscure things. Oh, nice, Koga. What did you have, dude? Oh, you've tried other ships, yeah. That's a weird one, isn't it, bro? That is a weird one. tried to shove the Gladius in the ramp and you've definitely got no pips. Gotta be something we're missing, dude. It can't be that complicated. It's annoying me now. Where's Pips? Is it in... Vehicles, weapons. See, I've only got that set. I also have insert bound, so lines, fade, and UI, which you won't have. They're not by default. Don't know. I'm not seeing anything that would just turn the pips off. I don't know, mate. I genuinely don't know. Well, the only thing I can think of is one of us get it. The only thing I can think of is like ships get reset, don't they, when someone else gets in the cockpit? It's like maybe I could get in the cockpit of one of your ships, but it wouldn't have happened to all your ships. There's no way you're accidentally pressing something that is like turning your pip off, because I don't think you even look like you even can turn it off. But maybe if like someone else gets in your ship and see if we've got pips on it, and then just sort of like try and narrow it down from there, bro. Because it's a bit of a problem, I assume, not having a pip. Oh, hang on a minute. I had a fight recently, didn't I? Remember? I didn't have pips on that, did I? Remember? What was the cause of that? Do you remember? I did. We were in Pyroded and we did a full save the ship run, didn't we? With no pips. Do you remember? So actually, I have had that. But wasn't it because... I can't remember. Was it something to do with the radar? $3.5k per rock. That's a shame, but dude, as long as I can freaking mine it, I'm happy, dude. At least we found a fucking node. That's all that matters, man. And you also noticed when you were in a turret, you didn't have a pip. What the hell, dude? I don't know, bro. We're going to have to get into one of your ships and have a look, mate. Oh, nice. A nice and moist Victoria sponge cake. What was the, is that the one with, like, normally, like, a bit of jam and a bit of cream, is it? Like a bit of strawberry raspberry jam and a bit of cream? Did she make a cracking Victoria sponge, bro? Yeah. It's living the dream now, Kelgar. Living the dream, mate. Is she healing up well, though, dude, yeah? Most importantly. I like how we ask how Mrs. Kelgar is, and Kelgar's, yeah, she's cooking again, mate, yeah. Phew, thank God for that, right? Wasn't really the point in the question, mate, you know what I mean? Yeah, she's fine, Crump, don't worry, mate. She's baking cakes again, mate. Yeah. You know, she's still struggling a bit, mate. You know, mentally, she's, you know, she's getting there, mate. It's a struggle, bro. So what are you doing to support her, Kelgar? Well, I bought her some flour, some eggs. you know, the things she really needs in life, you know what I mean, mate? You fucking animal. You absolute fucking animal. She went shopping yesterday. Oh, nice, man. Oh. The girlfriend bought me some donuts yesterday, Kelgar. There must be something in the air, bro. Yeah, I had a nice... I'm not really a fan of jam donuts, but... It's quite hard to get the plain donuts where we shop. Yeah, she bought me some jammy donut. Or a couple of jammy donuts, actually. Yeah, I don't know, Starky. Like I said, though, if you want me to head back, man, we can. You know, if you want to do anything or see anything, I mean, it sounds like you've got a good handle on the game at the minute, dude. You know, you've got your primary income, haven't you? I think you're doing the Seraphim August Dunlow runs. So, you know, you've got a nice little bit of cash coming in. We should probably try the Prospector again today as well, actually. Yeah, I did a bit of research on the Super Hornet versus the Hornet, and then generally, like from the pros that like really know their ships, yeah, the basic Hornet is actually better than the Super Hornet, as far as they're concerned, especially when it comes to PvP and things, because she's more maneuverable. So in a PvP fight, she's definitely got the edge, and she's jam-packed with more missiles than the Super Hornet. And the only thing the Super Hornet has got, which is the trade-off, is the second seat, which you're probably not going to be using if you're using it as a fighter anyway. Yeah, so obviously as a solo player, and the armor, which she's supposed to have a little bit of extra armor to offset the lack of missiles and the slower maneuverability. So I suppose one could argue the missiles take up the seat space, and the lack of maneuverability is offset by the increased armor. But that increased armor is up for serious debate, to be honest. So the only thing the Super Hornet offers is the ease of convenience of not having to go and buy the other guns and things. So I didn't realise that. So I've actually started learning things about the Hornet for the first time due to some of you picking it up. Quite interesting how it all sort of fits together, isn't it? In theory, I mean, what is it, 26th of October? We could be getting nicks within the next 4 to 5 weeks, right? Which, you know, even if there's not a lot there, it'll be a nice chance to see a new system, albeit pretty bare bones, but hopefully we'll at least get to see Levski, won't we? Which I've never seen, so I'm very much looking forward to that. That'll be nice. We found rocks very, very early as well, dude. So have we just been unlucky, or? And the thing is, these popped at 2.8. I don't know if anybody recognised that. I'm sure this was a 2.8. I'm actually going to go back and check the VOD, but I'm sure these were a 2.8 distance signal registration. You got a semi-cask. Thanks for sharing, bro. Yeah, sort that out. Come back, mate, yeah? Where were they hiding? Oh, I bought the subscription, guys. Apparently it unlocks surface rocks. I didn't realise, dude. $18.99 a month, dude. To make 33,000 credits per run. Yeah. I didn't realise. Yeah. No, I still haven't got the battle pass. I've just gone for the straight up, like, throw money at the game option. The battle pass was a bit too complicated for me, dude. Yeah, I didn't, you know what I mean? I don't, you know, I don't. I don't want to throw good money after bad, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck off, knob. Right, okay, turn that off, turn that on, click that on. There we go. Beautiful. You're going to try as well, Casco. You're going to see if you... yeah, oh, so what I did was Shubin SCD1 bearing 300-ish. And we picked up just like we used to do. But I think it's because I was listening to other people's advice about going really, really slow and all that. I've never had to do that. I'm normally like about 100 plus meters per second, and you just keep pinging, and you never let your ping go all the way out when you're doing short pings. And it's under 3 kilometers, isn't it, dude? Anything, I think anything under 3 kilometers is almost guaranteed to be rocks. Because anything like significantly less than that, like under 1k, is hand minables, which is no use unless I'm in the Golem or the What's-It. What are you playing these days, guys? Are you playing anything at all? You getting Arc Raiders?
Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on.
It's Halloween soon, isn't it? Almost, oh sorry, what's that? Almost Christmas Club. They're topping up the brownie points. Oh, is that what it is? Oh shit, what am I going to get her this year, guys, man? What am I going to get her? What did I get her last year? Didn't I get her an iPhone last year? That was fucking expensive, man. Yeah, it was. I got her an iPhone last year, didn't I? Oh, Jesus, man. I don't know what to get her, dude. She wants a new kitchen floor. That doesn't really seem like... That's like one of those dangerous things, isn't it? Like, oh, just get a kitchen floor for Christmas. We won't buy each other anything. And then if she gets a new kitchen floor, which I can't afford, I can say that for a fact. And then on Christmas Day, it'll be like, so, did I get anything for Christmas? It'll say, yeah, you got a kitchen floor, and she'll give you that fucking look. You know what I mean? Like, what? What? It's not actually a Christmas present, is it? I says, well, that was the fucking deal. I think they have a different legal team, women, don't they? Don't you think? I think they're operating under a different legal system to blokes. Well, yeah, exactly. It's only one thing. I suppose the argument would be, right, you'd do the floor last, wouldn't you? So I suppose maybe in a way, I'm copying out of having the old kitchen redone. So maybe, like, stick a bit of lino down, right? Actually, that's not a bad idea. What about a bit of lino? That'll do, wouldn't it? Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a nice one, yeah. That's actually not a bad idea. I could get a box of floor tiles, and it could be like, you know, like keep the brain active gift as well. You know what I mean? Ah, thinking outside the box, boys. You guys are going to get me in a lot of fucking trouble this year, aren't you? You're right, Griffin. He should have wrapped the floorboards, then he installed. Oh, it's not. I think it's a concrete floor under there, man. I'm sure it's a concrete floor. What about a book if they assemble things are different? She's already brought them back, mate. I've already got one of them in the fucking kitchen. It was a subtle hint. It was left out for 4 days. I shit you not. It was brought in on a Sunday afternoon, yeah? It was only on the Wednesday that she actually mentioned it. And it kept going in different places. And I knew I was in a lot of trouble when it ended up right next to the Tassimo machine. It's like, she knows I've seen it at that point. She knows I've seen it anyway, because I'm like scrupulously clean in the kitchen. But she didn't actually say anything. It must have driven her mad for 4 days, bro. Like, literally must have driven her fucking mental. Cut them into random shapes. Exactly, yeah. It's the do-it-yourself jigsaw meant for brain training for adults, yeah? Yeah, let's not play that game, boys. Okay, now. Right, okay. So glacocyte. So each one of these rocks is about 3.5k, yeah. So we're gonna get what, about 35k from this, I reckon. Then? It's not exactly gonna break the bank, is it? But it is. It's pleasant. Now they broke this. Look, you see. You used to be able to literally a couple of patches ago, right? You could go into third-person camera, yeah, and it would keep cracking the rock. The camera didn't move the beam. And I think the last patch, so it's not the one we've just had, the one before, it went back to normal again. It really annoyed me that. I thought it was really cool that we could go into third-person camera. And then sort of like take some nice screenshots. But you have to redirect the beam. It's bloody annoying. You had a flawless Onyx mission, 0 bugs. It seems like. So what? When you say flawless Onyx mission, what though? Because like the Onyx mission's like 5, technically 6 different, or technically 7, I suppose. Different missions, isn't it? What did you actually do, dude?
Extraction mode on.
I'd say, have we ever had any failed Onyx missions? It's the early ones, isn't it? Are the failed ones. Like the big Hyperion one. I don't think there's any fail states on that. It's the ones where you have to take the card back to the freight elevator. Yeah? They're the ones that fail, yeah? And it's not because the mission fails, it's the freight elevator. It's anything to do with freight elevators, isn't it? Yeah, the second one. Yeah. So that's where we have to take the ASD card back, yeah? I looked in my Horizon bank yesterday when I was trying to find see if I got a nice P4, yeah? Holy shit, man. The amount of fucking ASD cards I've got in my primary residency. Oh my god, it's fucking hysterical, dude. There's like a whole page full of the fucking things, dude. The 1 mil Onyx missions, yeah. Yeah. Well, I haven't, but I've had a friend who thinks he knows what it is. Basically, that mission, Alarian, are you talking about the one where you need to find the sample, yeah? You're going to love the answer to this question, Larry, if that's the one you're talking about. In fact, I suggest you go and get a whiskey. Oh, yeah, it is. Alright, get a load of this, yeah? You ready? It's not a bug, said CIG. It's not a bug. You're all idiots. Alright, okay. So what the fuck is it then? We take the mission and it tells us to deliver a sample to 4 different places. But you're also telling us in the same mission that we have to go and find the sample at blah blah, right? Are you ready? you basically do the Onyx facilities, doing other missions, yeah? And if you find a sample, you then take the mission. And yes, I'm not fucking kidding, dude. The mission you only take when you found the sample that you didn't know you were looking for. Fuck this game and fuck the mission development team. I'm not even kidding you, bro. Apparently that's it, dude. And that's why they don't count it as a bug, dude. So unlike all the other fucking missions, yeah, it's honestly, mate, I just, it's such a fucking hodgepodge of like different individuals doing different things, man. There is like no cohesive fucking anything in this game, is there, man? You know, like the flight team aren't talking to like, you know, the UI team. The UI team don't talk to the, let's be honest, the button team. It's just a fucking disaster, mate. It's just a fucking disaster most of the time. But, you know, look, we figure it out in the end, don't we? I'm still not entirely convinced this isn't part of the fun of the game. It's just trying to figure out what the fuck the devs are actually doing, you know what I mean? To be fair, it reminds me a bit of 7 Days to Die, you know what I mean? It's very similar in the design philosophy. It's like they don't really know what they're doing. So they just have a bash, mate. It's like this fucking monocular. Oh, God, dude. Fuck that shit, dude. Oh, do you know what is a sample? It'll say. I mean, you'll find it in a box. Apparently, it's just a lootable sample you'll find in some random box somewhere in the ASD facility. There is one side where it's much more likely to be, or maybe can only be found. That we haven't figured out yet. But that's what I said. I'm going to go down the Onyx facility like later today, I think, and just have a proper. I'm just going to do a full run, check all the boxes. I might take that quest just to read it, see if there's anything we missed as a clue. I don't think we did. And just see if we can find one there. But what I really want to do, I want to get into that red gate. Is it alright for your Monday run later? I really want to get into that red door just to say I've completed it. I don't even care if there's like nothing behind it. I just want to do it. You know what I mean? Apparently it doesn't kill them. Apparently you have to manually take it. Now, I'm going to be honest, I haven't found the sample, so I can't comment. So. But yeah, absolutely, 100%. Should immediately pop up saying, whoop, 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 whoop. You found a sample. Maybe we should, like, investigate this and take it back to Dr. Doolittle. You know what I mean? Yeah. And is it a random little item on the ground? No, apparently it's in a box. But which box, I don't know. Some sort of a container. So, is it a unique container? Or is it in like, you know, could it be in an ammo container box? I don't know, dude. All I know is that the sort of like the element of the quest. Now, don't forget, I actually don't know anyone that's actually done it. That this is just what a friend of mine has said from what he's heard from a friend of his, or technically an org of his. So, I don't know, bro. You know, I've got no personal experience, so please don't quote me, but I think at least it sort of explains it, doesn't it? And there's clearly some truth there, so someone must have found a fucking sample. And then taken the quest, and at some point presumably got either failed to deliver it. Let's be honest, it's probably a freight elevator going in it, so it's probably failed at that point there. But I want to go to your Monday, and I want to go and get an eye and a thingy. I want to go and look at this monocle bollocks from Wicklow. I want to see just how bad it actually is. I've never been to Wicklow, and I don't want to ever go to Wicklow, so I'm going to make one exception, because this one's really easy, isn't it? I don't feel like if it fails, we'll have lost anything. I hate Wicklow. I can't even begin to tell you how much I absolutely detest this foolish, like, Grinch-looking motherfucker. It's pathetic, dude. I despise it with all my fucking soul, dude. I'm gonna make a comment. I despise Wicklow so much that if I had a magic penis lamp with one wish, and that wish by default was, if you wear a Hello Kitty suit for the next year and nothing else, but it will mean Wicklow will disappear from Star Citizen forever, I would rub the magic penis lamp. There you go. I don't think I can say fairer than that, can I think that sums up my general feelings on Wicklow. An absolute piece of shit. Further compounded by the fact that after the time you put stuff on it, it disappears anyway. And hundreds, if not tens at least, of hours of work goes down the shitter. It needs to go, dude. It's making Star Citizen the laughing stock of the gaming world, man. It's pathetic, dude. Our first introduction to an alien species, and it's like, oh, you want a monocle? Oh, well, I tell you what, you want a monocle? Oh, yeah, so not a ship, not some you would literally want a pair of binoculars that have been cutting off, yeah? I tell you what could you possibly need to get that, right? Like some money? Oh, no, not money, no. Complete a mission to go and like find some quartz or something that we can use to... No. What do I need to do? You need to delve into the bowels of a research facility, fighting your way through, you know, treacherous, long-abandoned tunnels that have caved in, and fight a giant 800-fucking-pound fucking monster. And then you need to rip its eyes out, carve off its tongue, and bring it back here, and I'll give you a fucking monocle. Are you taking the piss? Which fucking cooking mad lad came up with that bollocks, eh? Fucking hell, I've played D&D, mate, with fucking dungeon masters that did actively LSD while DMing, and they didn't come up with that level of bollocks. Anyway, that's how I feel about Wicklow balls. Yeah, you know, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, bro, you know? I can think of better ways of doing it, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It really is just like absolutely shockingly bad, right? There is no defending it, and anyone that does, I just go and play fucking Hello Kitty or something, and get the fuck out of my Star Citizen, bro. What's the reward for the tug of the arse? I'm not making it up, mate. A monocle. You get a fucking monocular. A monocular. I don't even like the word. A monocular. Yeah. A monocular. Not a monocle, a monocular. You know, basically, he's such a fucking cheapskate, right? He bought a pair of binoculars off fucking Temu, yeah? Cut him in half. There you go, mate. Go and kill a giant fucking lizard. Yeah, that's how bad it is, bro. Honestly, what are they thinking, man? Which absolute fucking mad lad thought this was going to, like, add anything to Star Citizen, bro? It really is. It's an absolute embarrassment to the game, bro. I refuse to talk about it to anyone I talk to about Star Citizen. I really do. It's just like, just ignore it, dude. It's pathetic, bro. So you actually, yeah, you lost a ton, didn't you, Ghost? Yeah. How many hours do you reckon you lost on that, bro? You even put a ticket in and they just went, nah, fuck you, didn't they? I don't get them, man. I really don't get them at all. It's like I said, I've given up trying to second guess what they're up to, man. You just got to roll with the punches these days, ain't you? You got scammed new... What do you mean you got scammed new species? What do you mean, bro? It's like, you know, it's just so lame, innit? You know, there are so many ways they could have made, like, him an interesting character. Very weird. That's how desperate they are to add content to the game, I think, isn't it? Just keep us busy while we buy more ships, I guess. I guess that's what it boils down to. You know, any carrot on a stick will do, but there's a point where the carrot's just not tempting enough, I think. Right, Seraphim we want, don't we? Let's go and see what we got. I reckon we made about, what? There's got to be 10 nodes there, so... Oh shit, the star map's not working. Seraphim. Alright, so if the star map's not working, we've got a couple of options, haven't we? We can do the classic turn it off and turn it back on again. And then we can try that. We'll try tapping in the free text box. I don't think this is going to work, is it? Zoom out just a fraction sometimes makes all the difference. It hasn't there. So, let's try plotting direct to Crusader. No, so we've got the full star map failure. So the only way we can fix this is to find a jump point somewhere on the map. I'll tell you what. Oh, there we go. Or to do one manually. I do not want to do that. Right, so let's make a partial jump. We don't need to go for the one we've plotted. Has that actually jumped? What the fuck? Alright, and then maybe I'll let us plot back to Seraphim. Seraphim, yeah? Yeah. Look, we know the workarounds, boys. We know the workarounds. I think when you do that on the stomach, I think the game doesn't know where you are. I think that's the problem. I think it's somehow lost, like, your locale. So by doing a little jump, it kind of, like, resets it, you know what I mean? It gave you a mod. Oh, I haven't done it, JJ. The thing is, that's one of the reasons why I'd like to do the monocle. Actually, why I'd like to kill a worm today and get the eyes. Because if it eats the, you know, the items, then whatever. I just don't care. You know what I mean? But I would like to at least say I've done one hand in with Wicklow. And it's ridiculous. Like, in order to get this, right, you need... So some of the stuff is, like, so stupid as well. I just find it an absolute embarrassment for the game. Like, I have to take him a fucking burrito. Come the fuck on, dude. If you're a Star Citizen player and you're supporting the introduction of Wicklow, then I seriously... I think you are... You need to stay the fuck away from any discussion around the game. It's pathetic, dude. You know what I mean? It really is. And why do I want to travel, you know, the wonderful worlds of the verse, collecting burritos and copian horns to exchange for triviality in a fucking shop? Of course I don't. The fact it's even in the game I find fucking insulting, quite frankly. Just get rid of him. Just get rid of the fucking useless prick. Pretend it never happened. It's not too late, CIG, you know what I mean? Alright, let's head home. So I'm going to guess 35k from that. We'll see. Should we try taking the pods off the back? Yeah, we'll try to do it while she's inside the Code Black. Yeah, it was bugged and it was a script, wasn't it? But I think it is a Wicklow favour now. You're right. Or is that the bug that actually it says you need a Wicklow favour, but you actually need a script? I can't remember, dude. We'll figure it out at some point. I don't need to do it all today, but I do want to do a Your Monday one. Okay. Little cute. Oh, Seraphim's all in darkness today, look. She was brightly lit all day yesterday, wasn't she? It was very nice. I like the station, man. You see the Wicklow the same as the Landsrad system in G? Well, I don't. See, the Landsrad system, at least it makes sense, doesn't it? It does make sense. You know, in a sort of gamified way. Wicklow just doesn't. It's a mockery of what is the verse. You know, this supposedly immersive, seamless replication of, you know, life in space in the future with you know, a level of contact, immersion, and connection to the world like no other game. And yet I've got something that could literally be ripped out of some fucking 6-year-old's fucking let's play baking pizza Apple iOS-y fucking phone game. It's just shit, innit? It really is. It's like a bolt-on for like some pathetic, desperate need to create some sort of content. It's awful, dude. It really is awful, man. I just choose to ignore it, and therefore I'm happy. So we just have these odd conversations about it, just to let you know how I feel. And then I just completely ignore the twat. And I don't care. So the view is, for people that want to do it, like, be my guest, you know what I mean? But God, I hope he disappears one day and is replaced with something actual meaningful, you know? It could have been such a cool curve, couldn't it? You know, going out on contract, they could have added a whole backstory to him. You know, I don't know, like, what his role actually is. He could have been a banished Banu, you know? And he's desperately trying to gather data on something, you know, a crime he didn't commit. And like every month or two, there could be a new little. Just go and find something in some buried out outposts. You know, just some cool shit. Anything other than this lame cookie cutter, freaking pizza dough, make a fucking pizza handing bullshit, dude. It really is. It just shows the complete lack of imagination, I think. It's just there to be the eternal dangling carrot of trade-ins, isn't it? It's just weird, man. Like I said, I ignore it, dude. Well, I like to talk about it once in a while, you know. Get it off my chest, boys, you know what I'm saying? Good morning, Simpsy. How are you doing? How are things? Did you have a lovely evening? When are you joining me in the verse, Simpsy? There's this really cool dude called Wicklow that we can go and take you to meet, Simpsy. You'll be amazed. It's like really
Bring
cool.
Bring back Tessa Bannister. DoorDash aka Go for Quests are so 2004.
Tessa Bannister. Oh, hang on. Who's Tessa Bannister? That's ringing a bell, dude. That's ringing a bell, mate. You know what I was really good at about yesterday's scripts? I was, excuse me. Do you remember the 890 jump? I'm sure you and I went and did some 890 jump missions, man. We were talking about them, like, recently as well. Because I think you only get them in Hearthstone and Microtech, right? So I'm very rarely in those areas, man. And I was looking around trying to find out how to get my, oh, what's it called? The Tweaker Compensator and Tau Plus Scorched 2x4 Scope Zoom. And apparently they had a really high drop chance in the 890 jump missions, dude. And I thought, fuck me, that's awesome. I haven't done them for ages and ages and ages, but I had some good memories of those. And especially now the game's like working a bit better, could be even better. But apparently they've completely nerfed the drop rate, like literally like 2 patches ago, bro. So I'm kind of gutted, really. That would have been really nice. Camps, I do apologise. Thank you for the 3. And Script, thank you for the 34. Thank you both very, very much indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got it yesterday, Cyclops, yeah? And what were you thinking? Has it revolutionised your gameplay? Bacon, egg, and mushroom sardines. Oh, nice, bro. Simpsy's gonna love that. Extra mushrooms for Simpsy. All right, let's get this. Oh, hang on. Can't do that, can I? I need to. I think I left the engines on. We need to turn the what's off, don't we? Who was Tessa Bannister? That wasn't the last around the back of Area 18, was it? With the cool cyborg finger and things like that, no? Right, turn that off. Ah, no, I've pressed a button, but you don't get a ports unlock confirmation, do you? But I have pressed a button. It had night vision. But the scopes that have got night vision, which are infinitely more useful, right? Oh. Oh. I bet the ports were already unlocked from yesterday. Don't you think? I bet I never locked them again, did I? So that's my mistake. At least I'm guessing so anyway. Let's hope so. That could be a bit of a problem getting that back where we want it though now, couldn't it? We'll be alright. Just do like, oh, I think I might have made it worse, boys. Don't you worry, boys. I'm a professional, mate. I'm a professional. That'll do it. So I should just about be able to get around the back of that, yeah? There we go. That's a bit better, dude. Did I do the ports or not? Oh, no. Did I click the button when I got in? I don't think I did I? Oh, shit. They really need to add a ports unlock to this, don't they? I'm gonna click it once and hopefully then it won't like. Shall I do it or not? Did I do it when I got in last time? Right, I pressed it once. So that should have unlocked them again, yeah. Pretty much, guys. Yeah. Have you seen Wicklow? Honestly, it's so bad, dude. I really do. It's something that ruins, in so many ways, like what the game means to me. And don't get me wrong, I just choose to ignore it. It's really not that big a deal, but it makes me realise like the vision for the game is not what I thought it was. Does that make sense? It's little things like that that really make you think like, holy shit, you know? This is kind of shit, you know? All the bugs in the world and the tech debt, you know, we've got accustomed to it. But the stuff like Wicklow is just, it's just so embarrassing. So embarrassing. But why Cyclops? I bet you anything, right? I'm not trying to be rude here. I bet you anything, right? You're using it just for the sake of using it. I can't think of any time ever where I you know, having a monocular would have helped me. You know what I mean? Never. Where having a monocular would have made any difference to my gameplay. Just don't need it, right? Why would I not be carrying a gun with a good scope on it? Just totally pointless, bro. Totally pointless. Other than for a roleplay, to be honest, man. But you can keep it in your... you can keep it on the same slot. So you can have a multi-tool and a monocle, can't you? I think there was some misunderstanding in chat yesterday. Where's that bag gone now? Has the bag actually gone in? So if I put that back there, then double click it, take that out, then go up so it doesn't look like it's glitched. So we got 472. But again, Cyclops, you see my point. And again, I'm not trying to be horrible, mate, but it doesn't make any difference. Try and creep in where, dude? You know, if I'm trying to creep into a bunker on the ground, yeah, a monocle makes no difference, dude. I know where they are. There's 2 Copians and 2 guards every fucking time, bro. I don't need to scan the area, bro. The game doesn't have that amount of dynamic anything, right? Normal bunkers, yeah? I can see them from fucking miles away anyway, dude. Do you know what I mean? Can you get more rock bags with you and switch them on the go? Yeah, you can, yeah. Yeah, 100%, dude. Is that... Did I bring that up? Right, watch this reappear. Dun, 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 dun. Is it? Hey! See, we know our Star Citizen, bro. We know our Star Citizen. Right, let's see if we can get this in first time. Now, what we learnt yesterday was there is no silhouette on this, is there? It's when it goes something... I can't remember the terminology it uses. I'm going to see if I can put it in without it being the right way around, guys. I'm just going to see. So bear with me on this. I'm just going to pop that down for a minute. I'm going to go in nice and slow. I just want to see, like, if the rotation really matters. Here we go. So we're going to go in nice and slowly. See if we do see... Do we do it by walking, or... Yeah, attaching valid, look. Click in. So super easy, dude. You don't even need the rotation on point. So that's kind of nice. I'm happy with that. So yeah, exactly like that, Alarian. So what I could do, you know, if I really wanted to take a day out in the verse, I could load up a few bags in the back of the Cutty Black. I think they even mag clamp down. Or, you know, even take a bigger ship if I wanted to, dude. Just take some of those. You can buy those bags, I do believe, down in the cargo area. So Tessa Bannister was those 261 missions with the voice actress sending you out to fight pirates in the asteroid clusters. Oh, I don't remember her, man. I don't remember. There's so many missions that I've forgotten about, scripts, that were like actually really cool, dude, that are no longer in the game. And that's something that really hit me hard when we were talking about it a few weeks ago, dude. You know, that's why we were talking about things like the 890 jump missions. I didn't even realise they were still in the game, to be honest, man. Parcel deliveries. Do you remember those? They've been taken out of the game. We've actually had a lot of content taken off us. It's kind of really bizarre, dude. Lobby we want, don't you? Well, what we were saying would be good, Alarian, is having a spotter. So a really good duo gameplay loop, if anyone's up for it one day, is we could... you could have, like, say, the Cutty Black and the Rock, or whatever, because, I mean, you can use the Atlas Geo if you want. You can have someone in that and a spotter. So the spotter's going ahead to find the next node. And then, you know, the Cutty Black combo arrives at the next node. We switch the bags out. The spotter can then obviously go to the next spot. once they're starting to get a little bit full, the spotter can shoot off, sell the materials, and still make it back down in time, dude. So yeah, there probably is like a nice little duo gameplay there, dude. So yeah. Mark, bloody hell, Mark, I don't see you for ages, mate. How are you, mate? Thank you for the 107 script. Thank you for the 34 camps. Thank you for the 3, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, I think I'd be up for a little bit of that, to be honest, mate. Let me grab my cruise. Pop it in there. Has anyone seen Emery? For those of you that are into the Twitch drama, Emery's posted a video, hasn't she, about Mizkif. Old Tectone will be fucking, like, waking up, or if he hasn't already, like, just gushing, won't he, man? He's been talking about this for, like, what, about, I don't know, was it about a month ago? He was talking about it, how he knew things. Oh my god, the fucking drama, bro. I haven't watched it, though. Apparently it's really bad. I'm not sure I want to watch it, to be honest, but, apparently there's a dark tale to be told by poor Emery, isn't there? It's, I saw Mr. Clancy's post yesterday, posted not on his account, but on the official Twitch account, wasn't it? Twitch is in total fucking collapse at the minute, mate. It was only a matter of time, though, wasn't it, to be honest? What are we doing, by the way? Oh, yeah, we're going to sell the stuff, aren't we? Yeah, Mark, how are you, mate? Been a long time, bro. How's tricks? How's life? Been okay, dude? Work and everything all right, fella? Galleria. There's some really nice night vision scopes, Cyclops, as well. But I have a horrible feeling I'm going to have to go into the contested zones. And I don't... See, the contested zones are just... You know, whereas the Wicklow thing I just find, frankly, offensive. That's not the right way, is it? The contested zones I don't really like, purely subjectively. I feel like they're a very contrived little PvP section. And that's cool. To me, it's like being in the verse, but going into a hardcore paintball arena. You know, you pay 50 credits and you go and you do live paintball. So I don't mind it. It kind of fits into the verse for me. But it's not really what I like, you know, curated levels where everyone knows where all the loot is and it's full of rats just waiting to kill you. Right, what do we want? Seraphim Station. So a Glycosite. So, oh, actually, it's not as bad as I thought. So even like one of the lowest ones still gave us 50 grand now. Yeah, well, you know what, mate? I'll take it, bro. You know what I mean? It's not about the money at this point. I wish it was a bit more about the money, but until they sort out their economy, which could be like years away, there's no point worrying about it. The most important thing is, did I have fun? Yes, it's a nice gameplay loop. And it's an iconic gameplay loop for me personally. So something that really got me into the game. And it's working really, really, really well. Like, really well. Like, the actual scooping, the cracking, it is flawless, mate. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how much better they can make that. The only thing I can think of is when we get the ground vehicle overhaul. If I could find one thing that is wrong with the rock mining with the ROC and the Cutty Black... It's the jiggly suspension on the ROC, and we know that the physics of the ground vehicles is nowhere near in its final phase, is it? So, but it's infinitely better than it used to be. We no longer have the dip clip mesh failure on the rear hinge of the Cutty Black. We no longer have the anti-clockwise rotational pivot from front left port side wheel inside the Cutty Black, regardless of whether or not the systems are on or off. So. The MFDs are way better, like gloriously better. So I'd say rock mining is in a great place, as long as you're doing it for the fun of doing it and not, you know, sitting there bitching because there's 1,001 ways of making more money faster. So yeah, I'm willing to put the gold pass on that. You know, comparatively speaking. Yeah, 100%, Dark. It was like that for months, bro. Yeah, it used to go down, and the rocks just didn't exist. You remember all the copium? Oh, try shooting them, and just occasionally, if you shot a rock, it would then enable it, wouldn't it? But let's be honest, I might as well have been doing this, bro. You know, for the amount of times it really worked. But yeah, that was rough, man. Yeah, that was rough. And also going back to like the early days of 3.16 where the servers weren't stable. So you'd spend like half an hour to find Hadonite. And literally as you started farming it, you get a 30k error. Oh my god, dude. You know? And you weren't respawning back where the node was, were you? You were back in like, you know, your habitat. You'd find a Hadonite node and you'd start farming it and you'd get a server spike and you wouldn't know what had happened and like you'd throttle down on your laser intensity but the game didn't know you had and then it would suddenly flash back like it had suddenly time traveled into real time and you'd explode in a ball of fucking fire, wouldn't you? Yeah, it's so much better than it used to be, dude. It's like a day and night difference now, man. 6 hours. What sort of bunkers, Griffin? Just like the bog standard old school bunkers? Like what we used to do as the mercenary missions, or? Yeah, the good old day. Yeah, well, Quanta. I don't think you can you there's no hand mineable or RAC mineable Quantanium, right? It's only prospector Quantanium, yeah? Or Golem Quantanium. You been alright, Mark, yeah? Life good, dude. Yeah, feel stable, Griffin. What about should we try? Does anyone want to do anything? Because if not, what I'll do is I will try. What about we try a prospecting run as well? Can we just try that, yeah? The new quest ones for CFP. Oh, the CFP, the Amelia bunkers. Yeah, to be fair, Griffin, they've been working anyway, dude. The 44k ones in particular, dude. They were actually pretty good, mate. I was doing those solo before Darth, and I started doing the 71k ones. You talking about these things? Why is it not going down? Hello? Yeah, these. Yeah, these were pretty solid, man. The beauty of these was you normally had a chance of getting the assassination one, wasn't it? I think the 24. I think I did the 24k ones. Not because they weren't working. It was just because the 44k ones were 75 rep, and they were just as easy, weren't they? In fact, if not easier. But obviously we've been doing those. But I highly recommend these, man. If you're up for it, Griffin. These are really good, dude. Good fun as well. You're right, Slumlord. The years of having a ship full of cargo and rushing to a destination was a thing. Yeah, and dude, wasn't it part of the fun? Like it literally was, right, Slumlord? I remember coming back like with from the Aaron the Aaron Halo belt, whatever it's called, and with like hundreds of thousands of credits worth of Quantanium, right? And I'm telling you now, the thrill wasn't the ticking time bomb of the Quantanium. It was the, am I gonna get a 30k? Before I can store this motherfucker, dude. And I do know, right? And although the memory is hazy, right? I know for a fact that on many occasions, because I used to do it all the time outside of the stream, dude, and on stream as well, to be fair, because I actually really enjoyed the Quantanium in the Aaron belt. I hated the belt itself. I thought it was ugly as hell compared to Elite Dangerous, but I did like the Quantanium runs. The amount of times that I did have those, I just got back, I was on my way to the refinery, 30k hits, and you think, thank God, dude, thank God, bro. But on the flip side, mate, I also had times when I was literally in the belt, 30k, just after I'd found a Quantanium node. So, yeah. The thrill of the chase, or should I say the thrill of a, do you know what it was like? It was like those like asynchronous fucking murder games, Slumlord. You know the one where there's like Jason and there's like 4 players and they've got to like turn the generators on and all that shit, yeah? That's what Star Citizen used to be like. But you had like the 30k was chasing us all, yeah? And you just had to avoid it for as long as you can. And sometimes you got out with your Quantanium and sometimes you didn't, right, bro? Nightmare fuel. How much of a queue time will I get on in the hangar? It's not that bad. I don't know why people keep moaning about that. It's literally just like at most a couple of minutes, dude. Like even on the busiest stations, it really isn't that much of a problem. I mean, all right, it'd be nice if it wasn't there, but it's very rare that it's actually a concern. I think I've had like 1 or 2 where I've genuinely thought like, what the fuck? But it turns out actually like probably it's glitched out. There actually is an issue. I mean, you know, most of the time it's 100 seconds, and 100 seconds is very rarely 100 seconds, isn't it? But yes, it's a lot better than she used to be, isn't she? Just a lot better. Now, prospects then. So if I go prospects, I'm going to have to go to Long Forest, aren't I? So if we bang out the Titan, we'll have a little journey over there. I suppose what I could do one day, really, is set up like a really... What's the fastest ship in the game, quantum-wise? I should set up like a really good quantum shuttle, shouldn't I? Something that can get from A to B like crap. Is that not actually working? Yeah, to get around the verse, like the Herald or something like that, you know? Go and buy like a really nice quantum draw. I never did it, Slumlord. I had a golden rule, right? Do you remember when you used to do that over Shubin? And you got the Shubin inventory here. And you could literally be in your ship 300 meters above Shubin. Yeah? Well, maybe not 300 meters, but you get my point. You didn't have to land, did you? As long as you were in proximity to Shubin. That's what I used to do all the time, dude. All the time, man. I'd always transfer my rocks to my Cutty Black, and then my Cutty Black to Shubin. Every single cluster that I did, Slumlord. Because it was banked then, you see. So I'd go out, find some Hadanite, straight back to Shubin, hover, put it into Shubin local directory. Or local inventory. Go out, get some Aphorite, straight back, store it. And then it was a case of getting it off Shubin, you know what I mean? But it just cut down that risk time, you know? Oh yeah, that ain't going to help, script. Yeah. No, my point is to get from A to B as fast as I possibly can do. So, taking a caterpillar out of dock it's kind of defeating the purpose, to be honest, bro. No, I meant like a small ship like this that I use as my get from A to B ship, yeah? Don't really do that in a caterpillar, bro. No, that thing, just get the thing off the anchor takes half an hour. Yeah, I'm just thinking like popping the Herald is insanely fast. I think she is the fastest ship in the game, isn't she? In fact, have we got a Herald? Let me just check. We did have one for a little bit, didn't we? But I think it's because I bought one. I'm pretty sure we haven't got it. Is it the Herald, the one that's just had the finally got the actual scanning systems up and running? She's the data runner, isn't she? And she's Drake. Let's have a quick look. Drake. Got the Buccaneer, the Corsair.